He makes her bid for a little piece of history.
Hello, welcome to the run of the race. A big week we had in racing. Mark, Anzac Day meeting, the Saturday meeting. Obviously, we had half a Saturday field and half a midweek field, so we're going to combine and have a look at all the Saturday meeting.
Yeah, we'll look at the Saturday class races across those 2 days. So races worth $50,000 or more. And again, a bit of a broken record here. Feels like the Simon Miller show once again.
It really does. He is on fire at the moment, has some real class horses. We'll see their ratings as we go through this program. But first, let's start with the 2-year-old race from Thursday, and it was taken out by High Range.
Of Joy Rise and then Miss Elmire down near the inside. Not Really True being allowed to progress 3 deep now, just coming off the heels of Joy Rise for Pike, and they're being followed further back by Angel Whisper. Second last, but making a run around them is Bon Rocker. Last of all is Spirit Her Sancti up in the direction of the home corner, and the leader is High Range at the top of the home straight. It's a length and a half, nearly 2 in front from Joy Rise and Miss Elmire. Not Really True as Hill goes to work, and the leader High Range at the 200 mark kicks away a length and a half to 2 in front. Joy Rise though, it starts to pick up once again. It's High Range from Joy Rise trying. High Range kept going though and makes it 2 for 2. High Range beats Joy Rise.
High Range wins again there, records a figure of plus 0.9. Mark, how does that compare with his previous effort?
A big improvement, around 3.5 lengths. So looks like a decent 2-year-old here, and will develop into a decent 3-year-old for Vern Brockman and Ryan Hill. Boy, Hill's probably got to keep his mouth shut in the post-race interviews to keep the ride with Vern. They had a little bit of banter on Anzac Day. He's the follow horse High Range here. Very good win, led all of the way and had 2 kilos extra than he had when he did the previous win. The Forget horse again is Spirit of Sancti. Back-to-back poor performances now. Clearly needs a lot easier than City Racing. And the Forgive horse is Bon Rocker. Threw its head at the start, raced pretty ungenerously throughout. It previously won a trial by over 8 lengths and was firm in the market here as well, so willing to forgive that run.
All right, that's the 2-year-olds looked at. The next race, you mentioned at the top of the program, that was the Simon Miller show. Let's take a look at Dia Calder. Smashed the ratings.
Find its feet early, and 2 lengths behind them, having to be ridden along, is the roughie Mekong Deng. At the 600 mark and down on the inside, it's Copper Fury that holds the front. 3/4 clear from Just a Fluke. Arafura in the box seat, coming to the corner from Milady. A length and a half to the odds-on favourite Dia Calder, about 4 from the leader, and back behind them is Mekong Deng. Into the home straight now. Copper Fury led about a length and a half in front. Just a Fluke. The run comes along the cutaway for Arafura. Here comes Dia Calder starting to wind up now down the middle of the track. It's extending brilliantly, and at the 100-metre mark it's Dia Calder sprinting straight over the top of them. It burst to the front, Dia Calder, and is pulling away with a brilliant win. Dia Calder by 2.5 lengths.
A hot tempo here. They were going -7. That's 7 lengths better than benchmark to the 600. And overall, Dia Calder's managed to pull together a -9.9, almost 10 lengths better than benchmark.
Yeah, clearly the follow horse out of this. Fastest sectionals as well in what was a new personal best performance by around 7 lengths. This horse has never been outside of the top 3, so never had a bad run. Sat about 3 lengths off the tempo here at the 600, was going plenty fast enough and came home really quick as well. Fantastic run by Dia Calder. The Forget horse is Milady. Got quite excited about this horse when it appeared on the scene in WA back at Belmont Park, but its PB rating was its first run in WA. It's been slowly regressing since then and clearly not finishing off its races as well. So forgetting Milady, and I'm going to forgive Just a Fluke here. Had a suspected insect bite before the race prior to its neck. Did pass a vet's examination to go around and was close to a hot speed, but that might be a forgive run for Just a Fluke.
All right, Mark forgiving Just a Fluke there off a hot speed in that race, from one hot speed to the next. This next race, won by Don't Fuss. They ran this at -7 to the 600.
Thereafter, looking like he was going to lead them, and around the outside, Don't Fuss went forward in an awful hurry to get up outside of more races. Gee, the sparks are flying a long way up. Route 88's got the drop on these 2 leaders coming into the corner. Further back, Count de Mozoff, Showcase, Dynamite Dream, Forget Cheston Flyer. Homeward bound, 350 left to go. Don't Fuss sprints to a length and a half lead. Route 88 looming as the danger to it. More races is gone. Aldelar battling away. Showcase runs on. Don't Fuss nearing the 150. Still by more than a length. Route 88, Count de Mozoff and Showcase, but Don't Fuss lifted home here by Stakes going to win. Don't Fuss beat Route 88. Showcase
Don't Fuss found his way into the winner's circle, and it's a pretty good rating, Mark.
It certainly is, and about time this horse broke through for another victory. So Don't Fuss was the worthy winner. Doesn't make the file, however. I'm going to forgive Route 88. Third consecutive second placing for this horse. I think the key might be the trip. Hasn't won beyond 1,000 metres, and looking punting forms data from this race suggests he probably didn't see out the trip all that strongly. The Forget horse is Greco. They are going to experiment with some gear changes next start. The stewards have said it's got to be ridden by a senior jockey, but I'm willing to forget that galloper. I'm going to follow Showcase here. It was slow into stride, fastest last 2, 4 and 600 metres, including clearly the fastest last furlong. And maybe, just maybe, they've found the right trip for this horse. They've tried it from about 1,000 up to 1,800 metres. Maybe the 1,200 metres is the sweet spot.
All right, so often we see the Cerise and White land in the follow file. We'll see if Showcase can live up to the follow. Next race, it was the highlight of the day on Anzac Day, the Diggers Cup, and Touch of Silver from the same yard as Showcase. This horse made it 2 from 2 victories of the last 2 starts over the 1,800 metres. This performance here, 4 lengths superior.
Girth of the leader, Nawadaroo, who saw it coming. Nawadaroo quickened up the tempo from Arctic Stream, but 5 Degrees got posted and then begged to differ in the middle. Salon de Chevelle. Stake starts to work on it down near the rail. Back behind them, Proper Ranty's pushing shapes, followed then by Touch of Silver at the ready. And last of all, Dark Royalty. Into the home straight they turn, and Nawadaroo leads Arctic Stream by a half, and then a length and a half away. Proper Ranty's running on well. Salon de Chevelle begged to differ 5 Degrees. And here's Touch of Silver starting to wind up right down the extreme outside. Arctic Stream, Nawadaroo, Touch of Silver lunging at them. Here's a finish, Touch of Silver.
Touch of Silver taking out the Diggers Cup, a nice run from behind, and Mark, he just keeps improving.
Yeah, he's been a follow horse on this show a couple of times now. I'm really pleased for Neville Hall as well. He was made up to win this race, the Diggers Cup. He was pretty emotional after they crossed the line and during the trophy presentation. I'm going to follow Touch of Silver again here. Back-to-back wins. The stable's always had a good opinion of him. Fastest sectionals as well. Touch of Silver, I think, can win again. I'm going to forget Salon du Cheval here. Finished 9th, slow sectionals. Has never really run a really good punting form rating. I think he might just be a little bit overrated. Talking of overrated, Arctic Stream probably falls into that category, but I'm going to forgive the run here. Didn't settle. There was a pretty moderate tempo. He didn't get the run of the race. He's capable of better, though.
And just keeps running that placing. He just needs to beat a few more home Arctic Stream, and hopefully that can happen shortly. Mark for giving him off his run in the Diggers Cup. Okay, we are going to take a quick break, and on the other side, we'll have a look at the races from Saturday.
Arriving for a hot date on a moped. Disappointing. Arriving for a hot date on a horse? Fantastic! Life's better with horses. See you at the races.
Welcome back to the Run of the Race, where we are going to have a look at the races from Saturday, and we kick off with this win by Inflation.
The inside, though, getting a good run. One to Stoicism being healed up, then to Tango, and back with those Bell My Pago. The fields become much more compact when they go by the 500 metre mark. Over on the inside, Red Glow the leader. Coming up to the bend now, Red Glow 3/4 on Inflation, coming away from the inside to quickly put pressure on the leader. Look at the run. Sigil's getting over towards the inside as well. And then I Am Spartacus, followed further back by Vermont Lady. At the 200 though, and Inflation on the outside. It's the leader. Sigil down on the inside, and here comes I Am Spartacus. It's starting to rally. I Am Spartacus comes at Inflation. Inflation, I Am Spartacus. They've gone to the line. Inflation.
Inflation winning there. Not a whole lot to report from the punting form numbers. Records an overall figure of -1.8, so almost 2 lengths better than benchmark.
Yeah, I'm just again going to go with the DMAC opinion here. He thinks this horse is a very nice galloper. He says he's a really big dummy. That's what he told Gareth Hall in the mounting yard after the race. He's related to the Smart War Room, who won the Sir Ernest Lestier Classic here a couple of seasons ago before going to Hong Kong. I think Inflation is a horse with a bit of a future. Is the follow galloper. The forget horse is Vermont Lady. Has never run a good personal rating. Never really been one of mine. and she's simply run out of excuses now. The Forgive horse, I Am Spartacus, fastest last 200 metres and simply ran into a progressive, well-handicapped horse.
And it looked terrific, I Am Spartacus, so will not be surprised to see that horse in the winner's circle shortly. All right, let's have a look at a horse that did run a big figure or has been running big figures all preparation. This is Special Reward. Now, when we first looked at this horse's first win this prep, it was a minus 10.8, then followed up with a minus 6.9. This one, minus 6.4.
Now he turns off the keys and just lets him idle up a little bit. 3/4 Diablerie. 1.5 away then came Senorita Bonita. A similar margin, Speeding Comet going up on the inside from Reykjavik. Then 2 lengths Market Ruler back on the outside of Big Carolina. And last of all, Socially Unique. Pike is trying to put pressure on the favourite Special Reward with Diablerie. They'd cornered 250 to go. It's Special Reward. Now 3/4 to a length Diablerie. Followed then by Senorita Bonita. Parnham shakes up the favourite though down past the 100 and he boots away from them. It's Special Reward racing clear over the final stages to complete a hat-trick. Fine wins.
Special Reward making it 3 from 3 this preparation. And Mark, this race is interesting because we've seen the big figures that he's ran at the past two. They've been courtesy of hot tempos early. This one just better than benchmark to the 600, but the finish was where he really got that figure up.
Yeah, led all of the way. He went reasonably quick early on, not as quick as he has done in his previous 2 wins, but the key thing out of the punting form data, the fastest last 200. To do that when you're leading a race is a very good effort. This is clearly a carnival horse. I know his rating on Saturday was lower than the ones he'd put in before, but I think he's easily a minus 10 horse every day of the week. And when the blinkers go on as well, I think he's going to improve again. He's the follow horse. The Forgive horse is Diablerie, who must be absolutely sick and tired of running second to Special Reward. It was another good effort, but I did love Simon Miller's comments after the race, how he thought the tactics that William Pike employed actually helped Special Reward. The Forget horse is Socially Unique, strained a tendon in the race. Its racing future was in doubt after the race, and the news is it has been retired.
Yeah, we wish Socially Unique all the best in the career post-racing. Let's take a look at the next race. This was the last one that we are going to take a look at. This one was won by Royal Strata, box-seated, and was able to sneak up along the rail.
And around it now, making up some headway, Tonka Tough, and Pike's going to track it there with the favourite New Age. Back last of all is Game of War at the 550 though, and yeah, bravo, he has had it nice and easily in front and about to extend. 400 left to go. Yeah, bravo will straighten for the judge in the last over. Peppy Jack, Royal Strata, no run at the moment. Resistance deeper out, followed by Discoville, and Tonka Tough. New Age is a long way back at the 200 though. Yeah, bravo, tackled by Resistance. Now the run for Royal Strata. Tonka Tough making a line of 4. Tonka Tough, Royal Strata against the rail. Resistance. Yeah, bravo, Royal Strata. Royal Strata wins it from Tonka Tough.
Royal Strata winning off a very quick backup, and Lucy said post-race the horse has always done well when it's just been able to be held up for a run and just say for a last finishing burst.
Yeah, finished third in a race on Thursday and then won on Saturday. There was 49.5 hours between the 2 races, so a pretty good effort by the winner. Doesn't make the file. The follow horse is Tonka Tough here. Second fastest sectionals, was probably unsuited by settling 7th in what was a slow tempo race. So willing to follow Tonka Tough. I'm going to forget New Age here. Going for a spell, according to the trainer. Look, its winning percentage probably disguises his pretty average ratings. I know it's won probably half of its 14 or 15 starts, but not one of mine. The Forgive horse's resistance was wide throughout, finished off really well in spite of the wide trip. I think this horse will get the run of the race at some point and win again.
All right, that is a look at the 7 Saturday class races from Thursday and Saturday. Now let's rewind back to the Anzac Day meeting and have a look at the best overall and the best class rating.
It's all about Dear Calder. Over there was the fastest last 200 of the meeting, but every other slide on the screen is Dear Calder. The best overall, the best class, and the fastest last 400 and 600 metres. This is a horse going places.
And from one stablemate to another, let's look at the Saturday sectional stars. And again, it's Simon Miller's.
And it's Special Reward as well. He has dominated the run of the race over the last couple of months. Best overall rating, best class rating as well. Looking at the closing sectionals, Royal Starter, who won the fastest last 200 metres. And then Ribbon of Gold, a horse that a few people wanted to pot on Saturday, did come home quite well, fastest last 400 and 600 metres.
That is a look at both meetings in their totality. We'll take a quick break, and on the other side, let's see how our tipsters fared.
Turning up for a picnic with chicken chunks? Ooh, Orkies? Turning up for a picnic on a horse? Delightful! Life's better with horses. See you at the races.
Welcome back to the run of the race, where it is time to look at the tipping competition. Let's go to Anzac Day and have a look. It was a race day dominated by favourites.
Yeah, the biggest prize winner on the day was Touch of Silver. He paid $5.80 for the win, so it was pretty easy to find the winners on Anzac Day, but not easy to get a big score.
Yes, and one man that was able to find almost all of the winners. This is almost an outstanding performance. Anyone dreams of tipping the card. This person here has tipped 7 of the 8. I'm so sorry, Perceptive Miss, the only horse to let you down.
Yes, Perceptive Miss, for those of you who don't know, trained by Brittany's father.
But all credit to Paul O'Brien. Not easy to tip 7 of the 8, so congratulations to you. Very well deserved to take out that meeting's winner. What about Saturday, Mark?
Yeah, look, a little bit different on Saturday. Yeah, you could have got almost 1,500 points had you tipped the best results, which was again tipping the card every winner. Diplomat Express was the one you needed to have your big bet on, paid $11.90, $3.70 for the place, and had a certain W Pike in the saddle. You don't often see those type of odds with W Pike.
No, you do not. Very big price winner. Very rare that you see double figures for a W Pike runner. Did our winner of the week find Diplomat Express?
Didn't have the big bet on it, but certainly found Royal Strata in the last at $8.10 and $2.10 as well. So Lance Hines was the winner on Saturday, and it was Lucy Warwick in the last, not William Pike in the last, that did the job for Lance.
She did indeed. Let's take a look at the top 8 leaderboard. Is it still Keatsy leading?
Certainly is. He's got almost a 1,000-point lead over King Chief, and he was the big winner over Anzac Day and the Saturday meetings, with only 2,500 points on offer if you got the best possible results. Not many people made ground on Keatsy. He's got 3 rounds to go.
Only 3 rounds to go. It's coming down to the home stretch now. The whips are cracking. They're at the 200. All right, that is a look at the tipping competition, both rounds from Anzac Day as well as Saturday. Back to normal week of racing. We've had a big few weeks with the Good Friday meeting, the Anzac Day meeting. Back to normality this week. Thank you for joining us on the run of the race, and we'll catch you next week.
She makes her bid for a little piece of history.